Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. I'm working on this light, y'all. Be patient with me. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and you are tuned into the Vicki Show. Yay! You are tuned in to the Vicki Show right here on my own channel and network. I am so pleased and honored to be with you today for a brief war briefing. I see a few of you all coming on in. I did not give a particular specific notice that I'm live in the building right now. I just thought I was going to just pop up on y'all like that and just surprise you. Thank you all so much for joining us. Somebody black talk black to me. Are y'all hearing me today? Would you all do me a huge favor? Would you all, for the Vicki Show, would you all on the count of 3 hit that thumbs up button and share this broadcast? I have been hearing from so many of you in so many different ways about where in the world am I? How can you find me? Because I have helped to build multiple networks over several years, and you're used to finding me there. I see you, Rashida. I see you, Vicki Dillard fan page. I see you, Mary. I see you, Conscious. I see you, Streets of Gold. I see you, S. Sultan. So, family, on the count of 3, would you all please hit that thumbs up button and let everybody you know that your sister with the curly braids, Vicki Dillard, is exclusively now live on her own channel here at VickiDillard.tv. Somebody put VickiDillard.tv in there, right here on YouTube Live. So on the count of 3, I want you all to hit that thumbs up button, would you? And share, so that I can give you a brief update. Shout out to my Instagram family. Just went live Instagram. I am live on my own channel at VickiDillard.tv. Let's see if I can put this in my Instagram page. On the count of 3. Are y'all ready? Y'all know how we do. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Y'all, I'm trying to do the most right now. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I am live and direct right here on VickiDillard.tv. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Mwah. I have missed you so very much. But to be sure, this is a new season. This is a new day. And I am looking forward to yummy conversations with my beloved family. I see you, Instagram. Mwah. Big kisses to you all today. Just want to give you all a brief update. I just, first of all, want to let you all know how much I have missed you and how much I love you. And so I'm looking forward to doing more of my commentary again here at VickiDillard.tv. I also want to let you know I have been working on some other projects that are coming out that will be rolled out throughout 2022. So please be sure to stay tuned. Get on my email list at onpurposewithvicki.com. That's onpurposewithvicki.com. As soon as you go to the website, there should be a prompt that gives you an opportunity. I missed you back, family. I see you, Instagram. Y'all are so sweet. There should be a prompt that will allow you to get on my email list. So there's some things that I will be updating you on that way primarily. There are going to be changes with my website, some other changes coming up as well. And I am so excited. I want to give you this announcement because I want to briefly discuss the White House's official new White House press secretary. Now, some of you all may not be in the know about the Miss Karine Jean-Pierre. She is the Black Haitian LGBTQ. Now, this is all the labels that, the White House put out there. So Black to me, God, today. So she's all that and stuff. So anyway, we're going to talk about just very briefly her, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm having that brief discussion of this Kareem Jean-Pierre, because we called it long time ago. So now the White House has made it official, and I want to remind you why they made it official and to keep us on code about how we're going to conduct ourselves in the upcoming midterm elections. Are y'all talking black to me? So Instagram, I want you Instagram to please get ready to come on over to not FlyNubian, VickiDillard.tv. So used to saying that. VickiDillard.tv, VickiDillard.tv. Now watch this. I want you all to mark your calendars for Sunday, May 29th. Are y'all ready? Sunday, May 29th. Mark your calendars. Sunday, May 29th, 2 p.m. Eastern. I am going to do it again, part 3. What is it? The Royal Bloodline Ancestral Webinar. Family, this is for men and women this time. You know, that my last webinar, The Secret Money in Your Womb, that was just for my sisters. But this is for everyone. I am so, family, excited about this next webinar. Utilize this. I was told that it was a holiday coming up. So make this your holiday attendance by being a part of my upcoming webinar Sunday, May 29th. I'm calling this the Ancestral War Room Briefing. Y'all better get ready. There are some very specific and exciting downloads that I have channeled, powerful information. And those of you that have attended my previous webinars, some of you all have said these are the best webinars you've ever attended. So many of you get so many miracles, signs and wonders, so many insights, so much power by attending these webinars. They're absolutely life-changing. Go to my website today at onpurposewithvicki.com. That's onpurposewithvicki.com. You can go to the store and you will see where they have webinar products, and there should be a link there where you can purchase your seat. Get it today and do not delay. We have been knocking out all kinds of goals, and we're not even halfway through the year yet. And time is ticking. And I want to keep us on target. I want to keep us on the trajectory of success and prosperity. So somebody put in the link in the website for me, onpurposewithvicki.com in the website. I see you, UK. onpurposewithvicki.com. That's onpurposevicki.com. Get your seat today. That's Sunday, May 29th. That's Sunday, May 29th. Everybody must be there. Now, I don't know that YouTube is allowing the links to go through, but just know that it's onpurposewithvicki.com, okay? Now, let me get ready now to get into our topic about the official new White House press secretary and what she has to do with Vicki Dillard. And I want to tell you that this is bigger than me. So this is why I'm having this discussion, because this leads perfectly, beautifully into what's coming up in the upcoming midterm elections in November. And I want us to be ready. I missed you all back. All right, Instagram, come on over Instagram to VickiDillard.tv. That's VickiDillard.tv on YouTube. Mwah. I can't wait to see you there. Okay, family, let me post. Thank you so much for your patience. Y'all know how I do stuff live and direct. Talk black to me. So, family, let me post this really quick. And while I'm doing that, family, everybody continue to hit that thumbs up button. Share, 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 share. You all know that you are my marketing team. Are y'all hearing me today? Folks find out where I am because of you. And for that, I thank you so very much. All right, family. So many people are asking questions about me starting my own channel. which I've had, but just never really invested the time that I did in building so many other networks. And the answer is really just my time to invest in myself in a way that I have done for so many others. I missed you all. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. So I want to let you know that it's just simply my time to invest in myself, to do for myself. And I want to thank you all so very much for supporting me and for finding me and for letting everybody know that I will be going live here. Of course, we know, like I said, I've received all kinds of DMs, comments, emails, and too many other, I can't even keep up with the ways in which I've heard from some of you. But you can find me here now, and we are going to build together. Does that make sense? Is that okay with you all? And it looks like can you all see me clearly? Mine is a little, I'm looking online and it looks like it's a little, but I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to keep it brief because I just wanted you all to know that I will be going live this week here on my own channel. Yes. So let's get going. Somebody said it's a little blurry. Yes, I think so. Anyway, I want to let you know that this new White House press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, watch this. Yeah, I just said that it's a little blurry. So thank you for that. I'm going to keep going in hopes that it will eventually clear up. But even if it doesn't, I'm going to keep today's show as much as possible short and brief. Now, this article from MSNBC, look at this headline. Let me see if I can turn it the long way. Look at this headline. Can y'all see that? Mr. Hotel, thank you for your gift. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. It says, Karine Jean-Pierre can reshape the role of press secretary for good. Lord have mercy, God, today. Now, for those of you who don't know me, who are new, or who have forgotten how I roll and how I see stuff like this. First of all, Black-looking people are different from authentic Black people. Y'all hearing me today? Somebody said there's a difference. Just like when you are infiltrating a certain country or a certain space with a spy, you want the spy to look like the people they're infiltrating. Is that right, family? You want the spy to look like the people that they're infiltrating. Yes? Kenyatta, your cash app is blessed 1,000-fold. Y'all are so sweet. So some of you get confused real quick when you start to say, well, that's a sister. Karen, your gift is blessed. Karen said it's a new day. It's a new day. Yes. So some of you get confused with lookalikes. God, today. Did you hear what I just said? Some of you get confused. I'm trying to fix this light. With lookalikes. And I want to let you know that some of these Black-looking people, these lookalikes, those that have been installed by white supremacists for white supremacy purposes, they're there to undermine us. They want to pull you in through optics, yes? So that we would automatically trust what they say and those that they're there to represent. It's so that you can't think for yourself. Are y'all hearing me today? I think it's retrograde or something with the with the communications and stuff, but we're going to keep going for a few minutes. So this is who Karine Jean-Pierre is. Now let me show you a picture. You all might know who she is. It's the black lady here. This is a picture of her and the former, soon-to-be former white press secretary, Jen Psaki. Okay? Now, Kareem Jean-Pierre, let's read a little bit more from the article, okay? By the way, shout out to our moderator from Vicki Dillard fan page that's in the building throughout the broadcast. They'll be putting up important information and links, so be sure, family, to pay close attention to those, would you? So listen to this. Kareem Jean-Pierre, this MSNBC article says, appointment as the new White House press secretary is historic and shouldn't be understated. Focus, Vicki, focus. My eye twitch is coming. Did y'all catch that? It's the twitch. Y'all know it's something brewing. God, when it's the twitch going on. Fire dog, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. It goes on. Jean-Pierre will be, watch this, the first black person. Now they finna throw all this in the sentence together. They getting ready to make a word salad right here. She's what? The first black person and the first openly LGBTQ person in the role, which has taken on significant attention since Donald Trump appointed a string of shameless liars to the role during his presidency. Now, first of all, no other people group needs to be put next to the fact that she's black. It's not because other people groups don't matter. It just means it's not particularly relevant in this case. Because, see, we're about being black first. So if you consider yourself to be members of the LGBTQ community or whatever, socioeconomic group or what have you, if you are black, that's our focus. That's our point of agreement. Are y'all hearing me today? I'm trying to get you to understand that it's not by accident that the powers that shouldn't be constantly mix and mingle other people groups in the same sentence with black. They're trying to, first of all, psychologically equate other people groups as victims like us. Somebody talk black to me. I got to super support my girl. Love you, Vicki. Love you back, beloved. They're doing it on purpose because they're trying to take away the distinction, the unique distinction of black people in America. Now, when I say victim, I don't mean that we're helpless, family. And I don't mean that we're still slaves. When I'm using the word victim, I'm using the word really in a legal sense. What do you mean in a legal sense? When you are getting ready to sue somebody and you are seeking redress in the courts of law, you're not going to sit up there and talk about how wonderful your life is. God, today, when you try to sue somebody. Is that right? You want to tell everybody all of the hells that you've been through. Because your goal is to get a ruling that's favorable to you. But you've got to first explain why you're entitled to redress. God, y'all know this is the home of the what? What is it? It's the home of the hand claps and the gavel rounds. Y'all play too much. Did you hear what I just said? It's not by accident that they do that. And while we respect our people, whatever way you want to identify yourself, our focus is on the black part first. It doesn't mean other folks are not important. It just means that we take priority. Why? Somebody put hashtag 467 in the chat. Somebody put hashtag 467 in the chat. Please and thank you. 467 years, at least, is how long we have been experiencing extreme, intense oppression by the dominant class. No other people group has that distinction. Did you all hear what I just said? I said, what separates us, what makes us distinct from everybody else is that 467 years. And that 467 years has not been met with one red penny in reparations, though we built this joint. And neither has America or the rest of the world ceased nor desist its oppression of us. Yes? You got Joe Biden giving billions of dollars to a European war going on over there in Ukraine and Russia. Allegedly. Not allegedly, allegedly. That's from the dictionary, not the dictionary. You've got Jim Crow Joe flying over white Ukrainians and giving them all kinds of money and benefits. You've got these United States of America giving illegal immigrants, folks that jumped borders and swam through muddy waters. God, today, no disrespect, but let's just tell the truth. Giving them legal protections. Some places, immigrants, some that are legal, but that are not citizens, are allowed to even vote, my understanding, in some parts of New York. You've got America under the authoritarian Democrats who gave the AAPI community, yes? Everybody and mama calling me now. Millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars that they redirected from different parts of the government, and they received legal protections in 1 year's time. They have not yet cut our check. But you all say, well, don't worry about it, Vicki. No slowness. I teach Black empowerment. I teach Black folks to do for self. I teach us about building Black businesses, doing business with each other and the rest of the world with the one hand. And with the other, make the demand that we receive what we're entitled to. Somebody just said, not muddy waters, baby, muddy waters. Y'all know that water boy clean coming from over them parts to America. Can't be. Talk Black to me. But I digress. Let's get back to this Jean-Pierre character. Now watch what this Black looking writer, Jahan Jones. Jahan has a cartoon for his little thing. Look at him. Jahan Jones. Just a quick little fun fact about Jahan, though. Jahan Jones is the Readout blog writer. How many of y'all know what the Readout is? If you don't know, I understand, because this is a forgettable individual. But it's Joy Reid's little blog. Don't blame to me. Did you hear what I said? Jahan Jones, Mr. Jones, who's trying to legitimize Kareem Jean-Pierre. Don't make me stop it. Conscious Widow said, joyless read. Don't make me pull up the joyless imagery. I can't just come all out like that. Don't like to me. God, today, I got to have a little bit of, you feel what I'm saying? Sweetness and stuff. Airing on my own network, Vicki Dillard TV. Talk Black to me, family. We're not going to do the joyless picture right now. But there is two different personas going on. There is Joy Reid and then there's joyless. Joyless is that persona that just goes ham for white supremacy. Stop trying to tempt me, y'all. Stop trying to tempt me. I'm not doing this. But I just want you to know that this Jahan Jones is a readout blog writer. It says he's a futurist and a multimedia producer focused on culture and politics. His previous projects include Black Hair Defined and Black Obituary Project. Now, the reason why you all oftentimes see me expose who writes stuff or who's behind a particular project is because when people are trying to legitimize someone with a news article, that's a form of trick magic. They're trying to fool you, beloved. You have to know the hidden hand that's behind it. So Joyless, who's on MSNBC, this is why I try to tell you that some of those networks run like they're a state-run network. This is about them trying to legitimize, you know, this democratic authoritarian regime that is the Jim Crow Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But watch what he says. Remember, in the first sentence he says in the article, he says that this is historic and shouldn't be understated. There is nothing historic about biscuits in the White House. There is nothing historic about bones, appointed butcher block bones. This top quality. These aren't just those little orange looking doggy treats that you give out. They all look the same. And the only reason why you know it's a turkey doggy treat because the paper say turkey. Then you got those that say chicken doggy treats. They look just the same, but the label say it's chicken flavor. There are different levels to the bones. There are different levels to the biscuits. Y'all stop laughing. This is serious. So Kareem Jean-Pierre, she received her butcher's block bones, which I called out a long time ago before Joe Biden even became president. You've got to understand, and I checked this before I came on. Kareem Jean-Pierre, the Black Haitian LGBT new White House press secretary, she went on Morning Joe on MSNBC. And she was defending Susan Rice. Susan Rice used to work for Bill Clinton's administration, and Susan Rice also worked for Barack Obama's administration, where Susan Rice made what was clearly a strategic and direct threat to Snoop Dogg and by extension Black people when she told Snoop Dogg, and she literally said this, and you all know I provided you with the tweets and the receipt of the tweet, where when he called out Gayle King for intentionally using Black men, particularly dead Black men, to get ratings for her network through slander. Yes, y'all remember that? Kobe, remember she did that hit piece on Kobe, and Kobe wasn't even buried yet. And she had that interview with Kobe's good friend, Lisa Leslie. And Lisa Leslie, respectfully, and such a beautiful, classy woman, checked her live during the interview and shut her down. Anywho, she got humiliated by Lisa Leslie when Lisa checked her for bringing up what clearly it is ostensibly false charges that were brought against our brother. What appears to be false charges that was brought against our brother. Yes? Thank you, Ingrid. You look so beautiful, Queen. Thank you all. So our brother just passed away, wasn't even 6 feet under yet, and she was already bringing this case up, and his beautiful friend, Lisa, the legend, female basketball legend, just shut Gayle's funny looking self all the way down. So Snoop addressed the fact that she disrespected Kobe. And he did use some colorful language. I don't cuss like that, but I understand. God dang. And stop. From time to time, I may say something here and there. But again, when you show yourself to be an enemy against our people, you get treated like an enemy. See, the rules that normally apply, rules of civility, that doesn't fly when you are seen as an enemy to your people. You feel me? I don't want to hear that's your sister. No, it's called enemy. Genders, what class you're part, none of that matters. Only enemy. You're an enemy or you're not an enemy. So anyway, Susan Rice told Snoop that he basically needed to back the blank off. Now, this is somebody that was a diplomat that was responsible for engaging with other nations because she was a part of the State Department. She literally used that cuss word to describe Snoop. She told him that there was an army that would come against Snoop. This is someone that worked in the White House and that literally had direct access to high-level military folks saying this. So I went on one of the networks that I was a contributor on at the time. That video went viral. It was completely spontaneous. I called Susan Rice out and Gayle King and them and stuff. And the new White House press secretary calls herself going on Morning Joe on MSNBC to basically defend Gayle. Now, I wasn't even really studying this lady like that. Corinne, the LGBT lady. I wasn't really studying her like that. Her name was really brought up in the conversation incidentally because she went on MSNBC to defend the madness. Well, Corinne already had access, government access. She was a government access level. Shoot, I was about to call her operative. God, today. So, who knew that she would be so bothered by my video at the time that went viral? So, I wasn't even checking for her like that. I just kind of found out by accident that she, for those of you that don't know, and I checked this right before I came on, so it's still the same. This from Instagram. You remember some chick named Star, she blocked me. You're right, sis. Look. So it's still like that. My understanding that under her personal page on Twitter, she blocked me. So as a White House press secretary, it's against certain policies for them to block citizens and stuff. So now I can give her this everlasting work in peace, God, today, if I choose to. Even though I wasn't really following her, checking for her, nothing like that. So it's not too much she can do now if I chose, you know what I'm saying, to mention her or to tag her, which I rarely ever do or did, if I wanted to use her White House handle. Why am I bringing this up? Some of these high-profile people, and yes, including government operatives, a little worried about what Vicki's talking about. So much to the point to where she blocked me on her social media platforms, right? Now, this is not about Vicki individually. Black family, are you hearing me? I said this is not about Vicki Dillard individually. This is about you. They can't stand it when I tell you that you're the new world rulers. People can't stand it that we are informing and inspiring our people to act as a cohesive unit, to think for themselves, to speak for themselves, and to make no distinction between white supremacist Democrats or white supremacist Republicans. That bothers them. And they underestimated our power because it's our narratives, it's our talking points that are making major headlines and that are moving the underground. God, today, somebody say the underground. When I say the underground, I'm talking about the Black grassroots. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about those of you that are tuning into a sister that's using her laptop and cell phone to reach you. They thumb their nose at such a scandalous way of making impact. But what we have been saying is resonating in spaces that really matter. And that bothers them. That means we are bypassing the biscuit brigades. Now, I got to be honest. You know, I don't play a lot of games, board games and all that kind of stuff. that is just not my cup of tea and stuff. To get into all of that, like on a regular basis. Every now and then it might be fun and stuff, but I'm not big on, like, you know, I'm not an expert on specific card games and all that kind of stuff, right? But I think I want us to consider a new board game. I thought about this just a bit ago when I was getting ready to come on air. Because, you know, we learn in different ways. We need to have a board game. And I don't know what the exact name, you know, for sure should be. But some kind of a biscuit board game. And you use the little doggy bone treats to, you know, to move both sides. And then we got to figure out a way to make our point through these biscuit board games. Because this is the game that the likes of Kareem Jean-Pierre and folk like Simone Sanders are playing. Now, I want to braid this point in with Simone Sanders. Y'all remember Simone, right? Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for purposes such as fair use, criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Goodness, it looks like my feed is still acting up. But let me show you. You all remember when Simone tackled, y'all already put the footballs in the chat. Y'all remember clearly when Simone tackled that lady who was absolutely no threat. Of course, for sure, they may or may not have known that at the time, but she did that tackle for Joe Biden, saving Joe Biden's life.
In the neighborhoods we come from, the crib.
Watch Simone. Y'all see her? Look at Simone.
What I say?
All by herself. I mean, just gifts and skills that just are profound. She put her life and limb on the lines for Joe Biden on the campaign, thinking that she stood a chance to become press secretary. You all know that I called this out a long time ago, right? We told Simone, her telling black men to shut up like she did in those tweets. Remember, we told her a long time ago, sis, they're not going to give you the White House job that you want. You're not going to become press secretary. Simone was still telling black folks, particularly black men, to shut up. Watch this. Because she actually thought that she knew white massa better than we did. She was still believing that she was going to become press secretary after helping Joe Biden get elected. This is from May 2021. So after she helped him get elected, what does this headline say, family? Because I was saying this the whole time before she became anything, because we knew this is what she was after. That's what I'm talking about, this biscuit board game. She was making strategic moves, biscuit moves, bone moves. What does that headline say, family? Can you see it? Can you see it? The headline says, Simone Sanders hurt at being passed over for press secretary. Now, remember, I discussed that then. We knew she wasn't going to get the job. She was so humiliated. Of course, you all know she left the White House. When the news broke that she was hurt because she didn't become press secretary, we told her then, because you tackled, that was not going to guarantee you that kind of champ. Champ. You're not going to get this level of biscuit, bone, sis. Somebody just told her to stick to football. Stick to football. I mean, I don't even watch football like that, but I would if she. I mean, just leave that alone. Talk back to me. So she was hurt. So now that she has her little show on MSNBC, she got her little first interview with Joe Biden's wife, Jill Biden, the first lady. So now Simone is looking legitimized, and because she was humiliated by the Biden administration, Joe Biden is trying to lessen the blow by saying, okay, shucks. Oh, shucks. Jill, give her an interview. And that silenced her. She didn't let any more of her operatives come out to express how she truly felt about being humiliated by from Joe Biden and them stringing her along, making her think that she stood a chance at becoming press secretary. They chose the LGBTQ Black Haitian chick so that they could check out the box that she's Black, she's a woman, she's LBGT, and to be honest, number 4, she comes from immigrant lineage. Really 4 boxes. To use Kareem Jean-Pierre as a new White House press secretary to make it look like Black folks are winning. Her becoming press secretary means nothing. We are demanding that they still cut the check. We are demanding that we receive specific policies and rights and protections. We are demanding that white supremacist oppressors be held accountable. We are demanding specific substantive policies for us that we don't have to share with nobody else. Reality, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. I've been looking for you. Every time you enter your name, it brings up FlynubianQueen and not this channel. I know, beloved, it's okay. We're starting over. I mentioned earlier in the show that I've helped to build those platforms, several platforms, over several years. So many of you are used to going to those platforms looking for me, but I'm starting my own. It's okay. It may take us a little time to build, but by you knowing where I am, you can share this broadcast, you can text it to someone, you can email it to someone, you can post on your platforms, and you can let folks know that Vicki is back on her own channel here at VickiDillard.tv on YouTube. Derek, thank you for your gift. Much love to you, Vicki. Thank you. And I'm excited that we are starting anew. So it's no problem, family. It's going to take a little time. But let me say this. The reason I'm giggling with the elevation of this woman is not only because we called it way, way, way in advance, but I'm also giggling because she blocked me. Her blocking me was not about me specifically. Her attempt to silence me was not about me in particular. It's about you. Jay Bubba, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm so happy to see you. You all are so sweet. And those of you that gave on Cash App, oh, your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. And thank you so much. Y'all are so good to me. Listen. Watch this. I want to read this one part and I'm done. This, okay, here it is. And by the way, family, don't forget, mark your calendars for Sunday, May 29th. I'm having my 3rd Ancestors webinar. We're going to be talking about the High Council. We're going to be talking about some divine knowledge that I'm going to release to you, insight to once again help to take you to that next level in your life. sacred, secret information from the ancestral war room. I break down exactly what the ancestors are and the wisdom and the revelation that I give that will absolutely revolutionize your life if you implement those things. V. Hannah, your gift is blessed. So you want to go to my website at onpurposewithvicki.com and register. onpurposewithvicki.com. Thank you for your kind words. Watch this. Remember, this is the part I wanted to read. This article from Jahan Jones. He says that Kareem her appointment as press secretary is historic and it shouldn't be understated. But he also says this. Where is that paragraph? He says here, listen to what he says. He's saying that her position can be used to make real impact. Watch what he says. He says she could host summits for diverse media at the White House, encircling underrepresented and neglected voices in our national political discussion. And because she'll hold the reins as press secretary, hold the reins at press briefings ahead, she could ensure these groups' concerns are given ample time on the national stage. You got this Negro, Jahan, who writes for Joy Reid. Remember, I just broke that down. This dude who writes for Joy Reid is sitting there saying that this so-called new historic Black, Haitian, immigrant-connected LGBTQ secretary, press secretary, he's saying that she should use her position to host summits. He didn't say for Black people. He said for diverse media. Y'all so silly. At the White House. Encircling underrepresented and neglected voices in our national political discussions. He says press secretaries have the power to shape a presidential agenda. Internally, they help draft an administration's messaging before it reaches the public. But they can also shape public perception by centering or marginalizing certain issues. This is what makes those Black-looking Negroes dangerous. You ain't talking about specifics for Black folks. When you look up and see that Joe Biden gave immediate protections to LGBTQ using the stroke of a pen, immigrants, all this money to the Asian Pacific Islander folk, all this money to the Ukrainians, all this money to white Afghans, and you wonder why Black folks still not getting nothing? Because you all keep saying diverse, slowness. Somebody put some turtles in the chat. Those other groups are good. They have plenty of advocates, and they have a record of causing both Republican and Democratic administrations and politicians to give them substantive benefits. We're the only ones that don't get it, slowness. And y'all still sitting here trying to act like that's revolutionary. Your press secretaries, your Simone Sanders and Joy Reids that hold microphones, your Donna Lemonades, your Don Lemonades, excuse me. Freudian slip, my bad. These are your modern day false prophets. Your modern day false prophets. They're not speaking for the good of the people, for the good of Black people. They're speaking for their zaddy. And that's the difference between us. which is why they don't want you to listen to us, and which is why they want to undermine us. Watch this. Did you all see recently where CNN's new online platform totally destroyed after they spent all that money? All of these big major networks that make fun of us are the same networks that try to get us censored and penalized. And these are the same ones that have come to social media, online platforms to be legitimized, and they're losing. Trying to replace us. Because do you all know the statistics show that most folks are getting their news now, many more folk, I'm going to say it that way, are getting their news now from the likes of us and not the normal, traditional, mainstream conglomerates anymore? Don't you forget it. Akbaro, thank you for your $1. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Listen, the midterm elections are coming up, November 8th, I believe. And there's some different days for different states, but for the most part, the big kickoff is there for most of those of you that will be voting. Family, do not start getting the shakes and the quivers and having crackhead type symptoms. And no disrespect to any of my people that have suffered with that. I'm not disrespecting you. We all have something that we've dealt with. But I have to use that particular imagery because you all start to get the shakes and stuff. When you sense that Zaddy or the Democrats are in trouble and might be losing ground and stuff. You start getting scared. When folks start talking about Trump running for office again or something. And so you run out there with absolute no promises of them pushing anything pro-Black, and you just vote for nothing. You give power to a people that promise to do nothing for you. We're not doing that. Maximus Royalty, the tribal empress, Vicki. Thank you, beloved. Shalina, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. We're not doing that, I said. One of the reasons I push you attending my webinars, one of the reasons I teach spiritual classes and courses is because the way that we are going to have greater agency over our own lives, greater sovereignty over our own lives against a system that seems to be impenetrable, impossible to pierce. You're going to have to tap into your magic, beloved. You're going to have to tap into your supernatural powers because you're going to have to go outside of the system to make substantive changes for you using spiritual, first and foremost, strategies and tactics. Don't come to me talking about, well, the white man messed up religion. I know slowness. I didn't say nothing about religion in that strict and flexible sense. And if you are religious, I have no problem with that if you're utilizing your religion for good. Our essence is spiritual. And that's what we've got to go back to. We as a people, listen, are more than what meets the eye. And the medicine, the solutions that work for the rest of the world are not for us, because that 467 years and us being the original people on our planet makes us distinct, which requires a different medicine, you see? So our revolution cannot simply be just vote and just politics. Whether you like it or lump it, you must include the invisible aspects. That's why I teach what I teach, because that makes us most effective, because we get the benefit of a higher power, an invisible government that works with us on earth as it is in heaven. Make sure you mark your calendars for May 29th. Get your seats today at my website at onpurposewithvicki.com for my Ancestral War Room High Council webinar. You're going to love the revelations that I break down and the activations that we're going to get into. You don't want to miss it. May 29th. Make this the holiday event for you and your family. Get your seat today at onpurposewithvicki.com. Hopefully they're putting the link in the chat, onpurposewithvicki.com. That's onpurposewithvicki.com. I love you so much. I'm so sorry that the screen was blurry today. We're going to get it together. Now, dear family, because I have so many other projects I'm working on, I've been traveling and I've been doing intense holistic health work. My scheduling is going to be different, but I will be here more on VickiDillard.tv on YouTube. You can count on it. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you hit out or receive all notifications. Make sure that you share this. It doesn't matter if you have 50 people following you, 20 people following you. Post that the Vicki Show is back now at VickiDillard.tv on YouTube, because we want to get, you are my marketers. You always have been. And it's true. Not everybody wants our voice to go all over the world. You've got your haters that try to restrict our voice and don't want our show replayed anymore. But it's up to us now. And we're well able. The link is in the chat, onpurposewithvicki.com, May 29th, 2 p.m. Eastern, part 3. This is the Royal Bloodline. This is your Royal Ancestral webinar where we're going to be dealing specifically with the War Room. The War Room is a high-powered governmental place. You don't want to miss it. Chantel, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. I love you all so much. It's a privilege and an honor to be with you. You are my bliss. I bow to you, your sister with the curly braids. I can't wait to see you again. Follow me on Instagram, family, at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, at Vicki Dillard or Dillard Vicki, okay? Mwah. Love you so much.